My name is Dylan, and I craved identity. I wanted to know who I was, where I was going, what I should do. I wanted to find something I was good at, something I liked, something that could define who I was. So I was testing everything. This was most evident back in high school. Especially by the end of grade 12, I had been involved in so many different things. I was trying to define myself by what I did. And you could actually see this. Each day I'd be wearing a different shirt for another group that I was involved in. The problem was that it was just on the surface. It wasn't really defining who I was. And it changed every day. Even more than once a day sometimes. I still had no idea who I really was or where I was going. Then university came. And it took a bit more time, so I didn't get involved in as much. I was still trying to compose my image. By this point, I had found out something about who I really was. Back in grade 10, my friend had invited me to her youth group at her church. And at first, it was just another thing that I could get involved in, something I could try and define myself with. But it was different. It meant more than that. I learned there about who God was, about His love, and about His forgiveness. But if it was based off the things that I was doing, if I had to follow a bunch of rules, do what's good and not what's bad, I wasn't good enough. Most obvious to me was that I was caught up in pornography, and I knew that that was wrong. I knew that I needed to quit, and as hard as I tried, it just wasn't working. Even though I was struggling, I was also hiding it to keep up my image, and it just got more frustrating. Tried to quit again and again, but I couldn't. And this just made the truth all the more real to me at that point. There was no way for me to earn God's love or forgiveness through the things I do. But God actually offers it freely to those who trust in Jesus. There was no need for me to make an image for myself, because God knew exactly who I was, and He had made me that way for a reason. I'm not perfect. I still do a lot of things, but it's not in those things that I find my identity. Instead, I find my identity in Jesus, and that will never change. My name is Dylan. I craved identity, and I found it in Jesus.